Now that I've provided some information about the basics of getting into a meditative state, getting into a peaceful, grounded, energetic state where you are at comfort with your emotional tendencies and you're able to find a nice, neutral, emotional area where you can feel at peace with yourself. Just maintaining that state, getting into it regularly, and establishing an awareness of the energy inside you, what's going on around you, that can provide enormous benefits. If you do that every day, even just a couple of times a week, it's going to make a difference in the way that you handle stress and engage with anything you've got to deal with in your life. This video offers the next step into producing an imaginative place for yourself where you can work problems out as you meditate and also form a deeper connection with the way that energy and even spiritual beings are involved in your life. Now, this is something that came to me sort of unbidden. I was standing outside looking at the moon in my 20s, and I was transported to what I thought of then as this internal space filled with personified metaphors of how I think about life and different parts of myself. That became the basis for a place that expanded into what originally was this tiny interior place to this whole world that I am now able to explore and refer to in my meditative work. And the reason that it's helped me to sort of fill my internal world with places and stuff is that it gives me a way to meditate myself into various scenarios, search through those situations for symbols and images that can help me with information, help me to understand things, see myself in a clearer light. And it also gives me something regular and consistent to use to analyze what's going on with me. Because just starting with the feelings definitely gives you a foundation to work with, but I'm a person who loves art and images and interaction and a wide variety of stimulation. So for me to go to a place that is full of stuff, and especially stuff that I've been working with and energetically creating within that space to help me out and use as tools, has been a huge advantage and has provided me with a lot of solace from the challenges that I got to deal with day to day, month to month. The first step to begin with is establishing an entry point, a home portal where you enter into your meditative state. For me personally, I enter sitting and leaning on the tree that represents my ancestral line. The tree itself is the cornerstone of my meditative world. And there's a place where its roots go to. I consider the health of its branches and leaves every time I arrive. It relates to my relationship with my family as far back as it goes. Because ancestral work is an important part of what I do. If deity work is of primary importance to you, you may enter next to an altar that resembles your altar or is a grander version of your altar to a particular god. If you are more interested in working with very specific tools, then you may have representatives of those tools in your meditative world that you can move into different scenarios, feel through them, and get a sense of what they can be used for, how they can help you. It's a great place to experiment because you're not dealing with things in the physical world, but rather you're getting an energetic impression of how things might feel if you actually did them. So it's a good place to play around with ideas and concepts. It's a helpful place to talk to your childhood self, making a spot for them that is comfortable, that has everything that gives them joy. It gives you a chance to settle things with them or just review things with them that you know are still having an impact on you. Whether those are positive or negative things, or you're revisiting a person or a place that had a powerful impact on you in childhood, it's great to check in with your inner child before you go back to that place if it's been a while, and just get a sense of how you can care for them, make them comfortable, make sure that all of you is really ready to go back to something that could bring up stuff that is difficult and that you may not want to process right there in that moment, but if you take the time to prepare yourself, you're more likely to be able to table those challenges, return to them when you're in meditation, and work through them at a pace that is reasonable for you and that really fits into your life. This process of talking to different parts of yourself can also be helpful as you think about, well, here's my home self, here's my work self, here's myself when I'm engaging in different communities. How do they all get together and coordinate? You may also find that you are engaging with energetic beings, that they are there to help you. Sometimes they are going to be there to play with you. Every now and then you may find them criticizing you or questioning what you do. And a nice thing about having an internal world like that is you can literally just tell them to go away and they will go away. You're not going to hurt anybody. Now, you may realize that they're bringing stuff up that you do need to untangle, but your meditative world is as yours as anything could possibly be. It is your very own. You're going to find surprises there if you continue to work in that space and explore its various parts. When you don't feel like you've got any specific task to do in that world, but you know that you want to be there, it can be nice to explore the boundaries. Go to the very edge of what you know to be there and take a few steps past. Doing this is going to expand your imaginative world. Now, in my world, I also have a representation of society as a whole that I go to and engage with. I have spirit allies that I have produced in this world who can go get me information, lead me on adventures, help me to explore the world within my world. I have an area that is dedicated to homes of my friends, and I will regularly go into meditation and visit them to offer them as much positive energy as they desire, in the hope that they're doing exactly what they want to do, transforming into their best selves with every single day, and that we will see each other again, hopefully soon. Putting my friends into my internal world really solidifies my own sense of community and the fact that I'm only my best self because I have great influences, because there are people who love me, and I need them there for that world to be complete. And I've got a lot of wild places that I can go into when something is bothering me, I feel very intense and I'm just not sure what the right content to apply to that feeling is and how to even begin figuring out what's going on for me. This meditative world offers me scenarios that produce narratives that connect to my larger story and help me figure out what's going on in a very private symbolic language. The place near my home base, I bring things in that sometimes I wish I had in reality. I would really love to have a fruit orchard. I don't have one. But in that world, I have set up a lovely fruit orchard, and even though I can't literally eat the fruit, it provides me with a place where I can go to edify myself, strengthen my internal self, with the good reasons that I think that's a beautiful thing. And the beauty of it exists in that world, even if I can't always literally participate in growing fruit in this world. Sometimes we need that kind of comfort, even if it seems ethereal, in order to be able to deal with the stresses of society, what we feel are obligations and duties, and our ability to move to the kind of life that we know that deep inside we really need. So I hope that you will experiment with this. It would really make me very happy if you leave any comments about your process, what you found, anything you feel comfortable sharing, because I know this can be extremely private. But, DM me if you feel comfortable. I would love to hear about it. And if you're looking for insightful readings, a chance to find the right furniture to fill your depths with, this is something that I would be very honored to help you with. Please contact me through a personal message or through my website, and I'll be more than happy to talk about options and what you feel is going to be best to create a space that is going to reinforce you and really help you see the path that is going to bring you joy in your life. Thank you so much for listening. I really look forward to being in contact, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Take care.